We decide as a team to look like absolute fools on Sunday night, and yet fans want to call us unreal fans. Of course, we got Reed, Z, myself, and Juan back to Bernie breakdown. We got a lot to talk about. This roster being the inept roster that it is. The defense looking like absolute melted Swiss cheese because everything getting through. And I posed a question on Monday on BIB. Juan's got his rant ready to go. It's the four of us. It's a Bernie breakdown. We back tonight. Let's run it. Welcome back to another Wednesday night here on the Bernie Breakdown. Juan, welcome back from last week, because we got a lot of damn things to talk about.
I first want to start with some positives. That's the cleanest intro I've ever heard.
The fucking cleanest, swiftest. Like, my God, I didn't want to stop. I wanted to say it at the end, like, whoa, Juan. I mean, hold John. Hey,
John on this shit. Let my man cook. Let John cook. Let him cook.
Yes, sir.
I mean, once I start cooking, I might actually burn down the stadium with how upset I've been, because this is outrageous.
Yeah, I mean, we can get straight to it. I mean, look, if you would have told me 7 weeks in the season we'll be right here, like, I would have. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. Like, I did not expect this. I mean, granted, of course, we can go to the injuries, but it's beyond that at this point. Because every team's dealing with injuries. Maybe not to our magnitude, you feel me? But, like, that's an out. But we cannot give this organization an out. I love Adam Peters. I still believe in what he's built, but you have to hold him accountable as well, alongside Joe Witt Jr. And obviously the players. I mean, I'm looking at Quan Martin and Sean Latimer run into each other. I said, what are we doing, man? Like, I never turn a Commanders game off, but I have not had that feeling since 2023. Like, that looked like a Ron Rivera-esque game. That felt like a Washington Redskins 2014 game, defensive coordinator Joe Burry and or Greg Minuski-esque game right there. And it was just, it was rough, man. And I had my expectations, like, I knew it was going to be an uphill battle, but I'm going to be honest. And I know y'all probably feel the same exact way as I felt. As long as we got Jaden Daniels, I felt confident in the ability to win. Like, even when we were down 15-30, even after we got the touchdown late in the second half, and they ended up getting a touchdown with 45 seconds left, and we went down 15-30, I said, we're going to win this game. It was at the point where Jaden Daniels got hurt and turned the ball over at the same time, in which I said, yeah, the game is over. But I never felt like we lost until he got hurt. And that's just how I feel now. And now that he's out of the lineup, I'm completely just not confident in this unit at all. You give me Jaden Daniels, I think we got a chance against anybody. You take him out the lineup, I think we're cooked. We supposed to be getting Debo and Terry back at this point. I mean, I just continue to hear. And I'm at the point where I'm like, I see it when I believe it. And last thing I'll say before I let anyone else go is I'm kind of back to how I was when I was years ago when we were ass, when 23 or 19, like when I had no expectation. That's where I'm at now. No longer am I expecting to win how I did, when the season first started. I'm just saying, if they win, they win. If they lose, what's new? That's kind of where they have beaten me back to that, like, fandom part of me, and that sucks because I didn't think we would be back here, especially after last year. Sorry about that.
Damn. So a year worth of surprises and NFC Championship, and 7 weeks after that, we're back to 2019, and yeah, like
in terms of feeling, yes,
yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. In terms of feeling, it's like, damn, like the thought of that is just kind of crazy because, and not saying in a bad way, but just how quick of a turn, I mean, we've taken. We was on a high road. We was on a, cloud nine in a sense, and all season talking about what this team could be and everything, and the expectations that we had, and going into the off season, the expectations that we thought we was gonna get in the off season. And then to be kind of underwhelmed by it. And I was sitting and I was riding in the car today, and I was thinking, like, when I was in camp, like, I just didn't feel like this was the same upbeat team as last year. And I just wonder if this, if the signs were then. I don't know. It's just something weird going on about the season. Like you said, I don't know if it's luck, bad luck. I don't know if it's bad decisions. I mean, it could be a mixture of all, but I mean, I definitely think it was some bad decisions for sure. But it's like, damn, like, are we back here after just having all that excitement from last year? And it's like, damn, is it over? Is this season really over? And I don't know. I just toyed with that thought in my head all day today. And to hear you say that kind of just takes me back to where I was thinking.
Two quick points. For one, I'm gonna answer that comment, and we'll get to the comment section a little later. But I just want to answer James Flowers' comment, because as me and John said, and I'm sure Reedy and Z have gotten a fair share, that was like, I love you all. Thank you for supporting all of us, right? But we're fans, ladies and gentlemen. Like, we're not gonna sit up here, especially having the expectations that we had. We're not gonna sit up here and be, oh man, we're 3-4. Let's go. Jaden Daniels is hurt yet again. That would just be so fake. And if I was to be like that, then you would be flipping and saying, why aren't you being real? But when you're real, it's like, oh, you're giving up. No, that's just not who I am. I'm sorry. I can't sit up here and act fake. Like, I'm too invested into this team, and I'm sure fellas up here will agree. Like, we're too invested into the team. We treat this team as, like, we call it how it is. Like, you can't win. We sit up here and we are 3-4, and if we come up here all jolly and happy about being 3-4 and telling people to relax, you'll get the comment section filled with, oh man, we're in trouble, all this. But then when you come up here and be real, it's like, oh, you're a fake fan. You're giving up on the season, when it's like, bro, we're 1-4 in the conference. What do you expect? Like, but anyways, back to your point though, Z. I agree with you with the training camp point. Like, I think in the moment, we made mention to it multiple times how weak this receiving core is. I mean, for God's sake, me and Reedy were banging the table for Michael Gallup. That should have been warning sign number 1, right? But, like,
I mean,
we vividly saw this up close and personal. We kept saying it in the moment. Man, it's just Debo and the guys out there. It's Debo and just nobody else. But in the moment, we didn't pay no mind, because we're thinking we're going to have Debo. We're thinking we're going to have Tur. We're thinking we're going to have Noah Brown. But in reality, if we can go back to July, and if we know what we know now, this receiving core was not good. And even beyond the starters, right? Like, I like what we're getting out of Luke. Again, obviously, hindsight. Back in July, people didn't even think he was going to make the roster. Jalen Lane, we didn't know. But looking back at it compared to last year, I would feel way more comfortable, and I think we'll be in a way better state had we had either De'Ami Brown or Olamide Zaccheaus, even Jamison Crowder to an extent, right? Like, we would be in such a better situation, and especially having another year, paired with Jaden Daniels. But, like, we're relying on Chris Moore to play valuable stats. Like, Chris Moore was our wide receiver 1 out there on Sunday. Robbie Chosen Anderson, who actually played kind of better than what I expected. Like, what do we expect him to do, man, with that? And then it just added the insult to the wound once Jaden Daniels got hurt, man. But that's all I'm gonna say. My pause right there.
Yeah. Ray, do you want to go?
No, go ahead, John.
All right.
I mean,
let me get started. No, go ahead. Go ahead, because I can go for 30 minutes.
I'll let you go back. So I'm gonna take the approach of relax. We are fine. We got 10 games left. I get the points. I get it, Juan. We 1-4 in the conference. I get it. It's a lot of football left to be played. We lost 5 games last year. That gives us one more game we could lose this year, right? To go 12-5 like we did last year, right? I get it. We got injured. We hit the injury bug. We didn't have the injury bug last year. We escaped all of that. So things went the way they went. You know what I'm saying? It's a rough patch. I have confidence in Dan Quinn to get us out of this. I don't know how much confidence I have in Joe Witt Jr. and that defense, but I have confidence in the head coach to get us out of this. Now, I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if that's taking over some play calling responsibilities. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be more hands-on with this defense, but this defense is absolutely atrocious.
How many wins?
What you mean? How many wins are we going to get?
Yeah, like because it sounds like you saying we're gonna run the table, and you confident in him being able to turn something around. So even if he's not running the table, how many wins?
I'm not even thinking about long term. I'm
not even projection. Really,
I'm taking the coach's perspective of it, and we got to go week to week. 1-0 this week. Just go 1-0 this week and figure that shit out. We can't think down the road or this, that, and the third. We know that this is the National Football League, and that any given Sunday you could be anybody. Anybody. So we can go on a fucking run. We went on runs when we was sorry as shit. So with this team is much improved from any Ron Rivera led team. So I take my chances with Marcus Mariota for a few games until Jaden comes back. It is what it is. If Terry McLaurin comes back this week, Deebo Samuel comes back this week, we got a little bit of options. I feel like Mariota, when he came in against Dallas, he moved the offense. The pick six, that doesn't help, but he moves the offense. He knows the offense. He can make plays within the offense. You know what I'm saying? Chris Moore, we was down Chris Moore's. Well, people were all over Chris Moore. Chris Moore probably was the best receiver that we had last week between him and Chosen, and I wasn't expecting much from both of them. They came in and they made plays. Now, is it top tier plays? No, but it was plays that needed to be made. Zach Ertz drops. Jalen Lane drops. That's inexcusable. So if everybody plays their 1 of 11, we can get ourselves out of this. All of this singing this, waving the white flag and playing the violin and shit, we ain't there yet. So until we mathematically out of it, I don't even want to talk about this shit.
I hear that. I hear that, and I love the spirit, and I'm with you. I just overall sitting thinking like, yeah, I hear that. That's what you're supposed to say, but how many wins are we gonna get? Like, what I mean, sitting at 4-4, whatever. Like you said, you went away from where you were last year, but what I mean, we saw 12 wins last year. Like we got in the skin of our teeth in a sense. So it's like, are we doing all this and saying Dan can get us out of this to win 5-6 more games? That ain't gonna get us shit.
I get that, but we don't know what's going to happen yet. Other shit can happen. They can shake up. We don't know. Yeah. So to sit right here with 10 games left and to fold the tit and say the season is over, that's fucking stupid.
I'm not going to say the season over, but I'm also not going to sit here and say we can run the table.
I mean, even if we don't run the table, like it's yet to be seen. Like all of the chips got to fall where they may. I done seen crazier things happen where teams got in the offs and did shit. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. We just don't know.
I just feel like when they added that game to it requires like 11 to 12 wins to be in the playoff.
I mean, if you look at this, we lost 4 games right now, right? We lost 4 games right now, right? If you look around the standings, the teams that are top above us, they got like 2 losses. So that's 2 more. If they lose 2 more times or 1 time or whatever, it kind of brings it closer. So I mean, yes, us being 1-4 in the conference, that does hurt.
That's another thing that hurts.
But I'm just saying, we can kind of like bring that shit back.
Well, we're gonna have to beat the shit out of the AFC.
That's the thing for me.
And
that
win the rest. It's a lot of not to keep talking. It's just like you got the Eagles twice, you got Dallas again, you got the Giants again. That's 4 games. You got these 3 we just talked about: Detroit, Kansas City, and Seattle. That's 7. And we still got the Vikings. That's 8 games. What am I missing? Miami, and there's one more in there.
Denver.
So
and Denver.
Is it fair to say this? At least, like I'm with Reedy, and hey, if there was a time for Reedy knows to be true, I hope so.
Yeah.
But I'm with you, but I'm also with Z. Like I'm not gonna say I hate this approach, but you can't sit up here and tell me you really like. I'm a hypocrite when it comes to that. I scream It's one game at a time, week by week. But you bullshitting me if you don't look 4 games down the road. Say if we win this, then we could go ahead and do it. Like you.
Oh
you
yeah, I do that
plan
shit all the
shit.
time. I do
So
that. I was counting
All
the
time.
Atlanta game, and I was counting all these other games to win. But shit, that changed my math. I had to figure it out another way now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's week to week. I do that shit all the time. I be like, I call Z. I don't know how many times. Yeah, Bobby, if we beat this team, then we'll be this. He'll tell you every year I do this shit, this exercise. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I gotta. We in a situation we in. So only thing I can say is we gotta dig ourselves out of it. The fuck. I mean, it is what it is. But sitting here at week 7 crying and shit, saying, "Oh, our season is over." What about us? But the thing is, we forgot as a fan base that this roster wasn't what we thought it was. We glossed over that, and we everybody was in belief. Oh, we went to the NFC Championship game. Oh, we're far off more than what we are. I say this shit all the time. You want injury away from being fucked.
And look what happened.
Look at the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Look at the Baltimore Ravens.
Trash.
Who the fuck thought they would be in this situation? Nobody.
We can use ourselves for that example.
Look at us. Look at, you know what I'm saying? Any team that doesn't do it in the beginning. But the only thing my saving grace is that it's still 10 games left. And I done seen crazy shit happen before. Teams go on runs. If we go on a run and we knock all these motherfuckers off, it sounds like y'all is just conceding, saying that we don't have a chance against the fucking Lions. We don't have a chance against the Seahawks. We don't have a chance against fucking Kansas City. We don't have a chance against all of these supposedly top tier teams at the top of the mountaintop.
If Jaden Daniels is not out there, that's why my confidence is low. Jaden Daniels.
Well, with Jaden Daniels out there, we didn't do shit. So let's be with the Jaden Daniels.
Not because of him, though. With not because of him. Without Jaden Daniels, this team is literally Lamar Jackson.
What game did you watch the Dallas game, Juan?
You said what?
What game did you watch? Because I see a magnitude of fucking mistakes from Jaden. What game did you watch the Bears game?
He definitely
don't get me wrong, everybody. Don't get in the comments. I'm really switching up because I'm not. I'm a JD5 guy going through, but I'm gonna call it like you said. Juan, I'm gonna call that shit down the middle. He ain't been playing his fucking best either.
No, without a doubt, and we'll get to this to Slim's the Billions. He says Dan Quinn needs to go to the Shanahan role. We'll get to that, but no, your assessment of Jaden Daniels is valid for sure. Like he hasn't taken that next leap how we thought, right? But at the same time, you go back to that Dallas game. Yeah, he was off some throws, but can we agree that maybe? And I know he's a pro, and you like, man, F that. We ain't give kind of no slack. But had that not been because of the lack of reps, like Jalen Lane and him missing on a comeback route, like come on, that's not just poor throw. That's timing. That's a timing aspect. Now Zach Ertz dropping a pass, Zach Ertz missing a 2-point conversion, like a key block on a 2-point conversion. That's inexcusable. I expect mess ups from Chosen Anderson and Jaden Daniels this time, and I expect mess ups from Jalen Lane and Chris Moore and so on and so forth. But that Zach Ertz is unexcusable. The ability to run the ball is unexcusable. But at the same time, when you don't have no one threatening you on the outside, what do you expect them to do? They're going to stop the run game because at the end of the day, I'm not scared of Chris Moore. So I'm not taking Jaden Daniels out of it. He has not been perfect in the Chicago game. He threw an interception. We all were there. Well, I don't know if John was, but we all were there. In the moment, I'm like, what the hell is that throw? What is that throw to the first pick to Debo? But then when I look back at it at the TV copy, he was wide open. Jaden was just late on that.
He was late. That's
on him.
That's from the seat. Late.
So I'm not totally excluding Jaden Daniels out of him being like an issue. He's had problems, but without him, this team is not 3-4. Without him, this team is literally, like you said, the Baltimore Ravens. So yes, I like Mariota for a span, but I have a hard time truly getting behind the fact that he can go into Arrowhead on Monday Night Football and get a victory. I think he can beat Seattle. I think he can beat Denver. But Detroit, and you got to think, for me, it's less about Mariota and more about things around him. The defense. We ain't stopping Kansas City, man. I'm sorry. No pass rushers. Reedy, we need you to zoot back up 20 plus years ago. Z, you too. We have Jalen Holmes rushing the passer on Monday night. Like, what are we talking about? So it's less about Mariota and Jaden Daniels because I think we're blessed to have Mariota's ability to step in. And as you mentioned, he was driving the ball before the interception. It's just everything that goes into around him. So to answer your question about the 1-4 situation, like or where we're at, I'm packing in on the season just because like I have a tough time believing that we can turn this thing around in terms of the NFC teams that we play and then the injuries that we're facing, mainly with our guy. Unless Jaden Daniels can come back next week, which I don't want to rush him back. It's a hamstring. I expect him to be out 3 to 4 weeks. And unless Mariota can just, would you say, get 2 out of the next 4? Really, 3 out of the next 4, maybe even go perfect. I just have a hard time saying that we can turn this thing back around. Given the fact that we already have 4 conference losses. I think it would be different had we been in this position, but found a way to flip and get the 2 NFC wins. And let's say we lost the 2 AFC games, I wouldn't probably be singing the same tune. Our 3-4, and also 2-2 in the conference or whatever may have you. That's a different situation than basically having to go perfect now. Like, I don't think you can afford to lose another conference game this year if you want to have a legit chance to make a wild card at this point. Forget the division, like a wild card. I'm not gonna say we can't win a division, but I don't know. That's just where I'm at. But before you respond to that, if you want to put Slim's comment up on the screen, we can answer that. But he has 2. Appreciate you, Slim. But yeah, that's just where I'm at with it. But hopefully Reedy knows. Hopefully we turn this thing around, and I'll be more glad than to come up here and say I was wrong about where we're at. But some changes are definitely going to need to be made.
Definitely need to be made. I'm just saying I'm taking an optimistic approach. At this time. Now, if it was a few weeks down the road, then maybe my stance would be a little different. But go ahead, Juan.
Slim's the billion. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. He says Dan Quinn needs to go the Shanahan route like that year when we went on that run. And then he also says, thank you again. Every time I turn on Washington games like 10, 15 minutes after the start time because I be at work, opponents that already scored twice. I'm tired, bro.
Them facts.
We'll knock both of those down. Yeah. I mean, we defensively we know we're inept at this point. But I'm kind of to the point where Reedy's at. Well, Reedy's at it with the whole team. I'm kind of to the point where it's like, hey, we're gonna keep crying over spill. Like, we can't do nothing about it. Like, unless Joe Witt Jr. gets fired, which I doubt in the season,
He won't.
right? And we can continue to cry about not having pass rushes. It's just unfortunate. Maybe Dorrance Armstrong shouldn't have been out there. He already had a hamstring coming into the game.
Should not have been.
But who knows? Maybe it would have happened 2 weeks later. Like, you really can't control injuries. So, I mean, I know everybody want to get on Marshawn Lattimore's case. I think it's now a confidence issue because at times he was in good coverage. All he had to do was turn his head and didn't, right? You want to talk about Quan Martin, but like at the end of the day, that's who we have. We don't have no one else, right? So defensively, we're going to just have to realize that we're going to be giving it up all season long. And unless, again, this offense can match that and carry us to victories, I just don't necessarily see that. And then the second one, or the first one with Dan Quinn, I'll answer that last. I don't know if anyone wants to answer that one as well alongside the defensive one. But, I mean, 2012, we went for 1, but, I mean, we started 3-6, and I know we had the clutch Kirk Cousins game versus the Ravens. I'm trying to just remember that whole 2012 like late season run. I don't know if we had any luck in terms of the division and things around us besides us just winning every game late, obviously, and finishing 10-6. But maybe we'll have that luck again this year. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I think that year had a little magic to it too, because towards the end, we did go on that win streak. RG3 got injured in that Ravens game, and that was when Kurt had the quarterback sneak. I forget what game was the following week, But we went out and won that game too. And I think when we got in the playoffs, RG3 ended up coming back. Brady, you went to that playoff game, right? That was the one you came to. Yeah. So them was the playoff game, but I mean the run that year was we got down to the end. What was it 4-6, 5-6, 1,
3-6.
I'm like 3-6, yeah, 3-6, and we went on that run. It was Shannon. I remember Shannon had that interview and was like, we was gonna turn around. We was gonna go out and just like turn shit around. And it happened.
Yeah,
and it just clicked.
That what I will say to that point is if there is a coach that I feel like can do that is Dan Quinn. And I will say this as well, and I was gonna make a video on it. The only person I'm not upset with right now is Dan Quinn. I feel bad for Dan Quinn. Like unlike Ron Rivera, where you can clearly see he was in and over his head. I'm not at Ashburn. I don't know what's really going on, but I can tell he's coaching his ass off. I can tell he's really trying, and it's just for that reason not clicking. Like I don't know. I get that feeling from hearing him in the media, especially after the game on Monday. Like I just get that sense. Like he is doing a lot and doing everything he can, and it's just not coming together for whatever reason, which I mean the reasons are out there, but if there was a coach that I felt like can turn this thing around, I think we can do it. I mean, and shit, but like Reedy's saying, Ron Rivera teams went on 4-game win streaks with Taylor Heineke. So I mean, shit, like let us do it, man. Let's do it. Why not?
Yeah, what you got to say, John?
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's start on defense, shall we? Because this defense, I said, it's melted Swiss cheese because everything can get through. It's much worse than that. It is much worse because I had to write down some stats. I did a little research before tonight. Shout out Chris Candy for this one. We run 60% of the time in zone coverage. What are we always complaining about in this team on defense that we run all the time because they create social distancing like this is COVID all over again? Zone coverage. Thank you. We are 28th in yards per play at 5.8, 31st in yards per attempt at 8.2. So every time the QB throws the ball, they get a first down damn near. 24th in explosive plays allowed, 25th in pass defense, 25th in pass yards allowed, 8th all season long in penalty. We have 53 penalties on the day. We had 9 on Sunday. Put that math together. This ain't Steiner math. 27th in total yards allowed with 364.3. Those are, I would take that from a whole team. We're letting that every game. 14th in rush yards at 107.5. I haven't seen this much ass since Jalen Shakira at the Super Bowl. I haven't seen this much ass since Sexy Red and Lola Vice on NXT. This is insane. Joe Witt said 2 years ago, and a year and a half ago, that we're going to arrive violently. All I see are some children in this team. All I see is some children at coaching staff because I don't see any men that perform violence. I didn't realize this was a PG show. I didn't realize this was the PG Commanders. I don't see no violence. I don't see arriving violently. I see nothing of the sorts. We miss tackles. We get shed tackles. We can't get off tackles. We can't get picks. We can't get fumbles. We can't get turnovers. Or, better yet, we can't make field goals. How is it that we have one of the best punters in the league, one of the best punt return teams in the league, and yet our kicker is so consistently inconsistent? You hold your breath every time he kicks. I didn't realize we were going scuba diving. I didn't realize we were going scuba diving. I had to hold my breath. I didn't realize I was going to drop off the trash at the city dump because I got to hold my breath.
Cook.
I didn't realize I was going through hot Atlanta in the summer because people don't know how to wash themselves, and they got to hold my breath.
Talk about it.
I didn't realize I was listening to Finn Balor's theme music and hold my breath.
These motherfuckers are crazy.
What is this defense? And better yet, I went down the Commanders rabbit hole for this offseason, and I went through every single free agent signing up to this point. Javon Kinlaw, we all gave him crap, but guess what? He's been the best signing so far. Marcus Mariota, same deal. Von Miller, non-factor. Jonathan Jones, injured. Matt Gay, consistently inconsistent. Dietrich Rice, season ending IR. Noah Brown, IR. Will Harris, IR. Jacob Martin, meh. Noah Igbenogany, where? Josh Johnson, QB3. Jeremy McNichols, running back 3. Michael Dieter, practice squad. Nate Herbig retired and then went back to Pittsburgh. Sheldon Day, practice squad. Chris Worley, I don't know where that man went. Eddie Goldman, defensive tackle 3. Noah Fant, George Fant, can't find him. Duke Riley, released. Sorrell, the offensive tackle, released. Darnell Savage, the best safety we've got on the team. Preston Smith is an absolute non-factor. Michael Gallup was like absolute camp body and nothing more. Javonte Jean-Baptiste, our rookie, injured reserve. Austin Eckler, injured reserve. Deebo Samuel, hurt. Terry McLaurin should have been on IR since week 2. Jaden's got his second injury in 5 weeks. Oh, yeah, and Brandon Coleman is also a non-factor because I put an APB from this man since week 2, and I still can't find him. What is this? What is this team right now?
List.
I have seen high school, middle school, and college teams assembled better than this. I think the 2001 Miami Hurricanes would have smoked us.
Cook.
Oh, who? But I'm telling you, somebody lying. Because we all hype. Who fed us these dreams? Who fed us these lies? Because I didn't realize, and really 3 turnovers in 7 games. Arby's does more turnovers on a daily basis than we've done in 7 games.
Arby's.
Why did we assemble? Why did we assemble the absolute worst team in Madden? I didn't. If this was 2017,
NFC Championship.
Let them cook. Let them cook. Let them cook.
If this was 2017, this would have been the greatest roster on paper. But that's all it is. Paper. That's all this team is. Just shred it up. Put it in your gift bags, and I'll see y'all at the hospital to hand out some candy on Halloween. Because I'm done. And I asked this question beautifully on Monday on the Ball and Bernie podcast. Myself and Nick, I posed this question in the comments, and I told the viewers to come on Wednesday and answer this question for me. I said, did Adam Peters fail the Washington Commanders in 2025? My answer, that Stephen A. beautifully and eloquently did on Tuesday, yes, he did. Floor is y'all's.
Killing me with this.
Fighting for my life. I mean, I agree, John.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree a lot. Same sentence last week when I said that, it's the front office fault for the way the Cherry situation went. Not necessarily their fault for him being hurt, but definitely played a contribution to it because at the end of the day, that deal should have been done and we should have been able to go through. This should have been like the easiest and smoothest off season there was. Like you had the money, you knew who you wanted to be in the building, then you could have focused on the draft, you could have focused on free agencies and finding some help. But it's just like the most important person you put last in a sense. And I was watching a clip the other day and Lake was saying, that contract situation really kind of affected the brotherhood. The guys seeing like, damn, this is Terry going through this. Like it really had an effect on the locker room. So I just think as a whole, it just killed the vibe. And it shifted the focus and you're out there scrambling, trying to, practice with who's there and Noah's there sometime, then he's not. And like you said, Debo and the guys, and then it just now the Debo hurt, now it's the guys. Like who the fuck are these people? And it's just I don't know. It was just a down spiral from there.
Stephen A. loves to joke.
We got cocky.
More than that. We got more than cocky. We got comfortable.
I think that's the right. But nah, I ain't gonna say cocky.
We absolutely got cocky.
I'm not gonna put that on us. No, we didn't. We did not get cocky
because we should have. We thought we were better than we were.
No, we didn't get
Adam
cocky.
Peters thought this team was better than we was.
That's not cocky, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I mean, if
he thought he can plug and play and be cheap and make Jaden can make anybody look good and all this other shit.
I don't think that's the case. That's cap. Okay. And I'm gonna say it before this reason. like he didn't anticipate that it was going to be all these fucking injuries. So
not the
he's
injuries, but we didn't
anticipating
have
with
enough players
the-
from the start. We didn't have a good enough team from the start. Our team degressed from where we were last year, and we already wasn't that great. We achieved a lot. We had a brotherhood, and guys was gelling, guys were overachieving, but we didn't upgrade from last year.
I disagree with that. I'm not
I
gonna
disagree too.
As far as
disagree.
skill positions and
I
weapons,
disagree.
Maybe-
I mean, offensive line, yeah, but you ain't weapons wise, no.
Yeah,
I was saying that all season. Noah Brown,
Yeah, I
Michael
said that
Gallup, and
I mean,
you
the
know
only
weapon we
position
went
that
got
you
was
can say is
Debo.
wide receiver because we
Wide
didn't
receiver,
resign
defensive
Zacchaeus
end.
and we didn't resign fucking Diami, playoff Diami.
Defensive
Like,
end.
if
I don't
we
think it would have
didn't-
mattered.
Can I finish? If we re-sign playoff Diami, if we really being honest, like everybody want to talk about Diami Brown. That nigga was some shit before the playoffs. So we gonna go out and spend a bag on his sorry ass? And what is he really doing in Jacksonville? He ain't hooping. He all right. He's mid-grade. So that we should have re-signed Diami. Zacchaeus maybe, but so wide receiver, I give you that. But I felt like the Will Harris situation, I feel like he was playing better than your man, the other dude that went
Was
to
that really an
Oakland.
upgrade or was it a fill-in? It was a 1-year deal.
It's
like
a swap. It's a swap.
yeah,
It's a
like
swap. But I'm
it
just saying we
wasn't an
got
upgrade.
better. We got better like up front. They were trying to get better up front in the trenches to be able to stop the run. And I felt like they accomplished that. On the offensive line, we thought we got better. It looked like we got better. But you can't anticipate if you're Adam Peters, all of these damn injuries happening. Like, yeah, we know it's going to be an injury here, injury there, but we should have won the Atlanta game. We should have won the Chicago game. That's 2 wins right there that we didn't fucking win. And our glorious fucking quarterback that we put on a pedestal cost us the fucking game. So what are we talking about? What everybody go, and then even in the stadium, Bill fucking fumbled too. And we're talking about why didn't Wiley get on it? Call that shit down the middle, bruh.
I'm trying to
What are we
figure out
talking about?
how you get to a Kirk. What's the point?
I'm not kirking, but I'm just saying, like,
no, what's the point you
how
making?
the fuck is it the just hear me out. I'm not how the fuck is it the front office because of fucking injuries happen?
No, I said because they didn't go get real talent.
Season.
I said they didn't go get real talent or real depth.
We did get depth and we didn't get talent. We just didn't address that. We didn't address the wide receiver position.
That's
so
the one I've been arguing about all year. That's one I've been arguing all year.
Okay, so you're telling me right now with all of the injuries that we had, let me finish. If we go out and we sign another good wide receiver, we couldn't possibly be in the same situation.
I mean, I would be more comfortable if we had a better option at wide receiver. You don't know. We all know that we don't have no true go-to person with them injuries the other day. We keep praising fucking Chris Moore.
I ain't never praising his ass.
You've
but
been
I just
praising him the last few weeks. Stop it.
Bro, I said he fucking played. He played all right. He doing all right. You keep trying to trash him. This is what we fuck.
I ain't trying to trash him, but I'm saying every
so use what he got.
Every do I that he come back with a do not. In the same fucking moment, same game. You be praising that bullshit. He get 2 catches. He caught a fucking 30-yard over the middle and a triple tight end. He was the only receiver on the fucking field play action pass, and he did something. He caught 1 fucking fade, and he did something. He also had drops in the game. His timing been off. I'm not just saying just him. I'm just saying these guys. Yeah, they've been forced to step up and do something, but we ain't done shit because they can't.
Okay. So what about your guy Bill? What about your guy Bill? What about your guy Bill that can't fucking that was averaging 2.3 or 3 fucking yards, keep running inside zone? It's the play calling, it's a culmination of everything. It ain't just
a culmination of everything, but you can't run the ball, whether it's Bill or not. We ain't gonna be able to run the ball if you can't pass it. They stacking the box on us.
Yeah, they stacking the box, and we're also not fucking.
We ain't got no fucking threats downfield.
We ain't stretching the field at all. We not going horizontally no fucking where. We keep running inside zone, fucking in between the tackles.
Here's one reason why we can't move the ball.
Personnel.
It's not just that. It's not just lack of personnel because It's not just the weapons either. The Cincinnati Bengals run the most of their offense out of shotgun. Where's Joe Burrow right now?
Injured. Yeah, I heard.
What's
that
the second team that runs shotgun more than the Hillbillies in Florida?
Jaden.
We do.
Hurt.
Quarterback, hurt. Starting running back, IR. You're down 5. Legitimately 5. Not even making it to Daniels 5. We keep running out of shotgun. Cliff's not getting creative. Joe Witt is really hand holding the
get
defense.
creative with.
Hold on, let me answer this question real quick. Against a loaded box, we need to go vertical. I absolutely know that. But who are we going vertical with?
That's the point.
They brought in people that supposedly had speed, and the play calling is not allowing it. It's not sending nobody fucking vertically. We can't even stay on the fucking field to do anything. We can't even get in a rhythm.
Only person we brought in that supposedly had speed was Jalen Lane.
And he can't catch a fucking cold in the middle of the summertime.
I'm not gonna say he can't.
I'm right there with T.
That nigga dropped 50 not 50.
How many passes?
That nigga is not what y'all saying he is, bro.
No, I'm not saying he's anything. I'm just asking you how many passes did he really drop? Because I feel like he ain't got many opportunities. I seen him make. I seen him have a drop the other day.
Yeah, I count at least 5.
So let's go in the middle and say 4. That's 1 a game that he's quote unquote started. Because week 1 and 2, you're still trying to figure out your offense.
For real, if it wasn't Debo, and then we're talking about Terry McLaurin, he ain't do shit when he was in before he got injured.
That's where this all started.
With we need a vertical threat. He's supposed to be a vertical threat, but they ain't sitting there as vertical. He running fucking curls and fucking I don't even fucking remember the routes he was running, but he was all running fucking fucking one level fucking routes. He wasn't doing nothing. He was that one pass that he caught when he got fucking injured. That's the first time that I seen him send his ass vertical.
Problem is this our front offense didn't handle the Terry situation correctly, and I get a 30-year-old wide receiver didn't want to pay for concerns. Well, here's the concerns. He's injured, quad injury. You know how this could have been healed? Practice. You know how this could have been healed? In the locker room with the guys.
I don't believe that. I don't subscribe to that shit about because you didn't practice, you didn't this, you didn't that you could get fucking injured. You could get injured at any fucking time if you practice or if you don't practice. So I don't believe
timing was off. True, but their timing was off regardless.
I agree with that.
You couldn't find Terry McLaurin on the field without JD either over, under, or throwing to a different wide receiver. And we were all bitching, saying, yo, we gotta get Terry the ball, we gotta get Terry this. And the few times we do, horrible slants, middle of the field curl routes, one go route, he gets injured. I didn't realize this was a recipe for success. I didn't realize I could have sworn this was a recipe for Diet Cola.
I think the reps would have helped. And I think not getting the reps hurt. That's all I'm saying. Like being able to get that simulation of game speed, that's the closest to game speed reps you're going to get. And you didn't have any of them for months, like 3 months. So that's all I'm saying. Like, so like, it's not, I know you work out, but he's not getting them on field full speed reps.
Yeah, I get that.
And that helps with the conditioning. That helps with
it does. Everything. Conditioning. But also, he's a professional. He was out there. He was doing that. Yeah, maybe because you ain't getting the on-field reps, but you still working out. You still training. You still doing other shit. He wasn't just sitting in the back with his feet kicked up. He damn sure was working. He was in the hot tub, the cold tub. He was doing pool fucking workouts. He was doing all types of shit. So yeah, he wasn't out there maybe with the shoulder pads on. And when they went the one day a week that they hit, he maybe wasn't out there for that. But he still was doing other shit. You can't tell me that he wasn't working out or he wasn't doing nothing.
I don't think nobody argues that part.
No. None of us are going to set up here, and there's a majority of Commanders land. We're not questioning Terry's work ethic because he's shown he'll work through anything. Yeah. I'm questioning the fact that no, you're the front office.
Noah Brown. I mean, wasn't even. I mean, we did factor in Noah Brown, but shit, he been hurt since fucking camp. The chips just didn't fall where they needed to fall for us. But I mean, that does, like I said, that doesn't necessarily mean the fucking season is over. Like
Here's
if we start to get people back, we'll be all right.
here's the rebuttal to that. Saying we'll get people back.
It's too early to talk about what we did in like as far as the GM and all of that. Let's talk about that in the off season. We got to figure out our way out of this shit.
Well, I know one way we're not getting out of it. Terry staying hurt. Should have put him on IR 3 weeks ago. Oh, but I want to take him day by day. He's week by week. He's trending on the right direction. No. You've been saying that for 4 weeks. I started school a month ago. I am now halfway through this semester, and I still ain't seen Terry on my TV screens in a month. Where's that going? How's that going, Dan?
Now we can now see, to your point, we can argue that maybe but shit, who can we go get at this point? I mean, shit.
Nobody. Ain't no one out there. We got the people. It's who do you want? You want Tyler Lockett? The guy who couldn't get the ball in Tennessee?
I mean, shit, you get Tyler Lockett here with Jay and Daniels, I guarantee you he gonna get the ball.
Tyler Lockett is a fucking route running fucking animal.
He is, but Jane's not on that. Jane once again ain't on that field. It's gonna be Mariota getting in the ball. If we even if we got him tomorrow, he would probably be inactive.
So here's my question, and I know again I'm being hypocritical with this, but I can't help but ask. You talk about the season not being over. We got 10 games left, but what we can agree on is that this team is going to have to get hot and get on a roll. Where do you see that happening?
Miami, maybe Miami.
Well,
yeah, week to week, you got to start Monday night.
Chiefs look like the team that.
It's tough, son.
You got to run the fucking phase.
He ain't won there, so it's like that's tough, son. I get your point on that one though. Like that is like the optics of like looking at that and just like, damn, we got to go in there and play. But
mind you, Seattle is probably like the best road team in the NFL going back to last year.
They're probably the best team in the NFC.
Whoa.
It's them or Tampa.
He traded away all his vets.
Detroit don't exist?
I got them 3 in the NFC.
Detroit is not what they were like last year, like where they kind of like put like I don't really fear them like that, like how they have shown that they're not as good, if that makes sense.
John, what?
Let's go.
I got the Rams over Seattle.
Rams at 4.
You got Seattle as your best team in the NFC?
I do.
Okay, we can say that for later. But the point was
the Seattle team that played the other like 2 days ago.
That's Seattle team.
Sam Darnold with the quarterback.
Sam Darnold with the best receiver in the league, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Yes.
Hey John, you smoking some good shit down there, ODU. Go ahead, send that over. Send that shit over.
I don't think you want that.
It might heal up some of our injuries.
I said, I don't want that. Bro, don't go there. Don't put it in navigation.
No. to me, it's Detroit. I look at their team. You can talk about their defensive woes.
That's fair.
But offensively, Jared Goff, like I've always been on the fence about Jared Goff. I always try to look at the negatives about him, but that dude is a beast. Like he is. Like you look at everything around them. I mean, Jameson Williams is an animal. Obviously, slot Damon Amon-Ra saying they can run the ball with the bat. Like, what are we talking about? Like, they got Aleem McNeil back, who made an absolute difference inside on their defensive line on Monday night, and obviously Aiden Hutchinson. Like, hell, and Calvin Shepard, the defensive coordinator, he's turning into a freaking animal. Like, no, bro, I'm sorry. It's Detroit. So my point was
with me anyway.
I get it. I mean, yeah, that's the approach that we want to take. But
no, I ain't talking about for us. I'm saying, like, I'm not really that scared of them. Like, it just depends on what Lions team shows up that week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they can be beat.
So for me, I'm there when Jay and Daniels is healthy. I'm not scared of nobody if we got 5. But I don't think we're going to have him. But the point that I was trying to say was that I'm not really scared of nobody. But let me ask this. You already kind of told me about overall. I'm like, where do you see the wins coming? Kind of couldn't answer that. But let me ask you this, because this is probably going to break it down better. F all of the AFC games. Yeah, we need those. But forget
Z.
Kansas City. Forget Denver. Forget Miami. Are those the only 3 AFC games we got left? I don't know. The 7 NFC games we have. Like, let's just talk about that. Like, where's the path that we're going to have to do something that we probably didn't count on, and that's probably like we might got to win all 7, bro. If we're talking at least wild card, bro.
At
minimum 5.
minimum.
At minimum 5. But you
Can we
got
still
to huh?
Because we have Seattle, we have the 4
Philly
division
twice.
games.
Mm-hmm.
We still have
Minnesota. That's 6.
Do we play Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit. That's 7. Minnesota and Detroit.
That's 7.
I think we
You're
can.
saying,
Okay, my bad. What you about to say?
no, go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it. What I was about to say was it could wait.
So in that 7, you're saying we got to win at least that 5. Are you saying we run the gauntlet in the East?
No, I think we beat Minnesota. I think we can beat I think we can beat Seattle. I do. And I know this sounds crazy, but I would feel more comfortable playing them at Lumen Field than at home. Yeah. Last time we played them in Seattle, Sam Howell had the best game of his career. The game before that, Josh Dotson got the touchdown win. We don't play them well in Washington. I mean, I still remember when Dwayne Haskins literally, may God rest his soul, but that game still haunts me to this day. We never play them good at home. Maybe that changes, but I think we can beat Seattle. I mean, Jackson Smith-Njigba, we talk about how great he is. He confirmed that again, like torching the best secondary in football, so that gives me nightmares. But like, I think they can be had. I obviously think Philly can be had. I still think Dallas is beatable. I mean, like, it's just all about where we're at those points. But I'm just gonna say we have to win at least minimum 5 games if we're talking trying to get a wild card, because with the 4 conference losses now that we have, you gotta assume Green Bay is gonna be in the mix for a wild card, maybe still the division. I think, and I know I don't want to come off as a hater because what they're doing is cool, but I think it starts with this week with Chicago coming back to life. I think Baltimore is going to beat them. So I think at some point they're going to come back to life, but you can't sleep on them because they have the win over you. Atlanta, same thing. Atlanta's damn good. I know they lost to the 49ers. Maybe damn good's a stretch, but like
it's stretch.
Yeah, Penix kills their
stretch.
Yeah, he inconsistent.
So
he's up and down like his last name remixed.
Wow.
So
I feel like when we come out of this spiral, it's gonna be up for us, boy. I'm telling you. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel that way.
Now with this defense,
the defense has played in moments.
In moments, and so does a garden hose. What's your point?
In moments.
Hey, well,
I joke. I posted this on Twitter yesterday because I'm not calling it X. I refuse to. And I said I went through every single practice squad, and I picked out a few guys who would immediately help just the depth of the team. And most of these guys I was talking about in the draft: Antoine Powell-Ryland, Mohamed Kamara, Khalil Diggs, Andre Carter, Kobe Bryant. Not that one. Bring back a Chiganuzium. Sign Chris Paul Jr. Not that one. The linebacker. Bring back KJ Henry. Bring in Kameem Rucker. Bring in Braden Swinson. Bring in Beatty Bishop. Bring in Jabbar Muhammad. Those young pieces alone bring you back to depth that is feasible for a rotation. Because right now, the only pass rushers we have, Vaughn, I cannot stay on the field correctly, Miller. Jacob Martin. Preston, I don't know why I'm out here. I'm a liability because I rarely see the field, Smith. That's it. That's our entire pass rush. I see 5 sacks out of that department. How are we going to the quarterback? We got to go back to a 3-4 like we used to run. Have Payne and Youngblood, Newton, Run off the edge and have Goldman in the middle. What we got to do?
I think that's
Yeah,
what you have to
fucking
do.
blitz. That's what you got to do. You got to
They-
blitz.
Joe Wood refuses.
I think if we go press man I think we just run cover 2 man the whole game, we probably would have some success. Just have, because Marshawn Lattimore is a liability one-on-one press with no safety help. But if you have the safety help over top, but then again, it's like Quan Martin plays like he's fucking remedial right now. So I don't even know if he can play over top and just say, hey, Quan, shade this side. You're fine. I low-key think Darnell Savage is playing better than him.
Yeah, but you talking about playing. You're talking about playing cover 2. You're talking about playing cover 2 press. But if they throw the ball in a sweet spot between between the corner and the safety, we're toast. What fucking safeties we got that's gonna get over there and make the play?
You gotta live with it. The zone's been getting cooked the whole entire year. Like you gotta play to your team's strengths. And people say what they want to say about Marshawn Lattimore. You still look back at the film from New Orleans. I know he's a long time removed from that. Even the good plays he had this year and the good plays he had last year, he's at his best when he's being physical at the line.
All they're gonna do if we in that cover 2, they're gonna sit somebody right down in the post, and they're gonna send somebody deep, and that safety is gonna be in compromise. And he's going to take the deep route, and that shit going to be open all day.
You don't got to do all that. You don't got to do all that. The amount of zone we play. Me and Wonka go line up at a wide receiver for the Cowboys. Run a 5-yard slant in on the inside, in between the linebackers, and we can get a 75-yard reception. All we got to do.
Moving like that?
Not at all. That's my point.
Anybody could. That's what we better off playing quarters. We go cover 4. That's what we probably need to play.
Well, we don't have Juan's in the slot. All I gotta do, put Juan at the slot, put me at the
Juan at the X.
All right, fine. Put Juan at the X. I'll take tight end where Zach Ertz needs to be, because at least I can, put a little stick him on my hands and catch. And just sit Juan in the middle of the field, and he's open all day long. Put him in 7-Eleven. He's open all day.
This is maybe an unpopular opinion, but I low-key would rather a slow death like that than just keep giving up bombs. So, like, I can see Rashid Rice and I can see James Worthy having just bombs away on Monday night. So I would rather that. I would rather them Juju Smith-Schuster us down the field the whole time, or Travis Kelce us down the field the whole time, to just allow those bombs to keep happening. But I'm sure it will.
It's going to happen regardless.
You can't get nothing, no pressure on Mahomes. I'm already expecting some freaking bullshit magician shit to happen. Like
some penalties.
Yeah. I'm already preparing myself for a Marshawn Lattimore pass interference. Like, he's on the Benjamin St. Juste level to where now refs are just going to throw it even if they don't even know. Like,
how the fuck do you go almost 70 yards in 45 seconds? Crazy.
Because our defenders like to tackle themselves.
Well, they were saying that from what I'm hearing, Savage ran and like he bit on something and he was out of position. So Marshawn and Quan was trying to run the cover for him, and the way the play happened.
And they played bumper cars
to each other. So it wasn't their fault. It was Savage who was out of place.
All right, so even take that touchdown off the board, it's still 30. My math correct, 37 to 22. Luvu's, I can't find Luvu. I had looking like Lance Anawahi. You can't find him.
Put Luvu
Bobby's
pressure, man. That opens up.
You got to do something. We have yet to see guys like Tyler Owens actually play, Kay Madrano actually play, Ale Keho actually play. Jordan McGee is sprinkled in on the defense, and yet he's making more plays than Wagner is at times. And I get what people are saying, well, Wagner's bringing up tackles. He's got the second most in the league at 73, because he's also blowing all the coverages.
At this point, blitz the draws off Mahomes on Monday and let him just.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Wagner is doing his thing on as far as stopping the run first and second down. We got to find a way to get him off the field in obvious passing situations. But that goes to show they don't trust these other people.
I don't trust them. I don't think the players trust Joe Witt right now. I think it's the other way around.
Niggas the other way around. Players don't trust when the communication is crazy.
Well, he need to
Defense
come
is
out the box and come down to the sideline there. If the communication is an issue.
And let's do it.
Defense might be too complicated.
That's what I was saying. I said that.
So at what point do they self scout and see that? Okay, the defense is too complicated. We need to dummy this down a little bit.
I think you should
That's
have
what Dan gonna have to step in. But Dan did mention the other day about like there are definitely going to be some changes, and whether it's us scrapping some schemes or some plays or just
gotta do it.
Person packages all around. He mentioned that, and then when they asked him, kind of clarified, he was just saying like if something's just not working or if it's just too complicated, you just scrap it and get back to the basics.
One thing Dan Quinn is respected for, and not just by fans and fans like us, but also coaches and players, he doesn't throw his guys under the bus. He takes responsibility. Dan, come here real quick. Come here quickly, fam. Start throwing your guys under the bus. Get them ran over. Tell them they trash. Throw them under already.
You see what Joe Witt did? Shit, Joe Witt. He tell they ass, that ain't me. That ain't me. It's the players. Just what Joe Witt said. But Dan can't do that though. He can't. He's the head coach. He can do it behind closed doors. I would say that. Maybe hold them accountable behind closed doors. The last thing you want is more drama and more news. And this coach call, like, theoretically we're fans and we're saying they can do that. And if they did do that, we probably wouldn't think it's a big deal. But just take the Jonathan Gannon situation for an example. I don't think he did anything wrong.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to kind of see it from the standpoint. You can do that, but maybe do it in the locker room. Don't do it to where you can get criticized for it, even though when you're not wrong. Like, he shouldn't have got fined for the shit. But that's the kind of league that we're in. So I don't think Dan is going to be that kind of guy to hold his guys or throw his guys under the bus for in the podium per se. But I know Dan's a guy that's going to be 100% behind closed doors. So when he says there's changes being made, I hope that he's not lying to my face. I don't strike him as a guy to do such. I know a lot of people want him to take over play calling, but at the end of the day, he has a damn.
He gets some of the same staff in Dallas he does here.
Yeah.
And I get it, like yes, Dan shouldn't do it. I'm getting all riled up. Coaches can get criticized anyways. Coaches are damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike McDaniel can't control his own team in the media, and it's damned if you, damned if you don't. Gannon apologized, still got fined. Mike Tomlin will question Andrew Berry's decision to trade Joe Flacco to the Bengals, and then Joe Flacco looks like the only thing that lead about me is not just my Nike socks, but my actual game Flacco. Because he outdoed Aaron Rodgers, Reedy's guy. So whatever change is coming, it's got to be monumental. Because if it's just, we're actually going to use Noah Igbenogany. All right, so this defense is going from 370 yards a game to 365 yards a game. Like, what are we doing? One less slant route, I guess. The energy I need is Ron Payne, Jonathan Allen fighting. I need that energy. I need John Newton from Illinois energy. I need Marshawn and Mike Evans energy. Because what I'm seeing right now, Marshawn ain't nothing more than a poor man's Jalen Ramsey right now. Actually, scratch that. Poor man's St. Juiced.
On a happy note, Brian Mitchell and London Fletcher advanced to the next round of Hall of Fame.
Thank God. Thank God. Fletcher should have been in already. I don't know why they keep skipping over my man's. He should have been in years ago. But
yeah.
It's a big old game of blame game, and ironically enough, everyone's got a piece of this pie.
Hell to him.
Even the fans got a piece of the pie.
Hey,
couldn't wear fucking black on Monday. Get out of here. I was in my black, had my black hat on. I was ready. I look in the stands. God damn, somebody had on a
white McLaurin jersey. I was seeing photos. I'm like, y'all disappointed me, and I was wearing my black jersey at home.
a white. Was it a white Antoine Randall jersey?
Oh god.
I don't know. Can't remember exactly what I saw, but it wasn't what it was supposed to be. Then you turn on Cincinnati, and they do that shit. It's perfect. Buffalo. Anyways, we hit an
We
hour.
need to do a whiteout next.
Yeah. Hour is up.
It's already here.
Yeah. So John, go ahead and take it away.
Anything else y'all want to wrap up with? Because I think we damn near got about everything off this agenda.
No.
I don't think so. I think we said everything we got to say. Well, guys, that's going to wrap things up. If you have not done already, like, share, and subscribe here on the Burgundy Breakdown. We're trying to grow this channel across not just all our social media platforms, but individually on our own journeys. We sent out about 154 on TBB, trying to grow this thing further and further. And then go support all of us individually at Reedy and Z, at One Guy Talking Sports, at Bond and Burgundy Podcast. We all on our individual journeys, and every Wednesday we meet here and do exactly what we do. Rant about these Commanders and make a few jokes here and there. Primarily, it's me making bad ones. But you know what? It works.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all need to run this one back when John did his take. That shit was fire.
Maybe you upload that on the channel solo, John, for a video.
I might have to.
Crop it out and upload it on.
Just clip that out.
Yeah, upload it on the Burgundy Breakdown. But yeah.
But again, that guys, that's gonna wrap things up. Like, share, and subscribe. That's Reedy. That's Z. I'm John. That's Juan. We'll see y'all next week.
Reedy's that way. You pointed to me.
Reedy, Z, John, Juan. It's a long night. We'll see y'all next week. We out.
Z putting up gang signs over there like I don't know what's going on.